Once again, good morning. Happy New Year. For the new year, we began a new message series called Defining Moments. Counting our blessings, we give thanks to God. We can also say that 2020 was a catastrophe from beginning to the end. I'm glad it's over. I don't know about you. I'm glad it's in the past. Psychologists tell us that when we evaluate or judge an experience, or even an entire year, we do not judge it, even evaluate the whole experience as a whole. When we average it out to see its quality and value. Rather, we tend to evaluate and judge life based on specific moments that come instead for the whole. For me, 2020 can be summarized in 2 moments, maybe 5. Just save time, give you 2, maybe 3. The first one is when I was in Haiti, I heard Father Ray pass away. Father Ray was always active, traveling all the time, full of energy. I knew he was ill, but he went down very quick. And also last year, 2020, my cousin and good friend passed away, and I couldn't even go to his funeral. Recently, a good friend of mine, 44 years old, just collapsed. It is said that he may have a heart attack at the age of 44. Now, a positive moment for me, I have many of them. Let me give you one of them or 2. A positive moment is when I went to Haiti, for example, and I saw the construction of the school, the progress, slowly but surely. It gave me great joy. And also last year, my mom celebrated 77 years. And I went to see her, and I bought a small little cake, just a couple of us, very small, but to me, it was very moving. For you, 2020, it could have been any number of moments throughout the year. My friends, moments tend to stand for the whole of our experiences, or perhaps an idealized version of our experience. Our minds fixate on different moments. A moment from your experience can dictate your view on something. For example, if you like church, you may associate church with comfort and encouragement because you find it in the church at a key moment in your life. Or maybe you left your church or specific parish because someone from the church criticized you, put you down, or even made a comment that to you was not acceptable. Consequently, you do not associate good things with the church. In life, moments matter. And some moments matter even more. I will outline 4 kinds of moments. Let's call this, the first one, defining moments of decision. It's like saying yes to your job. The second is there are teachable moments, like when a parent or a coach imparts a real-life lesson. The third it's called moments of epiphany or insight, is when suddenly everything adds up and makes sense. The final one, there is called the defining moment, is when we connect our everyday life to something bigger than ourselves. When we realize that we are part of a greater story, a greater mission in life. Today's gospel tells us exactly so. When he said, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem to worship the newborn king. At that time, Herod was the king. Now, the Magi was probably Zoroastrian who closely tracked the movement of heavenly bodies and claimed to read them as omens for earthly activity or events. These Magi would have been studying the stars from their youth. And here they had this defining moment through their own belief system of announcing the coming of God as Emmanuel, God with us or God among us. Now, defining moments come to us in the midst of attending to the ordinary, the everyday, the expected. Because God meets his people in their normal routine by doing something out of ordinary. Let me repeat. God meets his people in the normal routine by doing something out of the ordinary. Let me give you 3 examples. First, God got Moses' attention with the burning bush while Moses was working as a shepherd. The second one, Jesus changed Peter's life on an ordinary fishing day. The third one, Jesus stopped by Matthew's table when he was busy at his job collecting taxes. Now the Magi noticed the appearance of a new star in the sky. Now, a new major star would have meant the birth of a great leader. It sounds good news for everyone, but not really. It was not good news for everyone. King Herod was troubled by that news, and so he inquired more about this child. Now, in all historical accounts, Herod was an insecure, emotionally unstable person. We all know someone like that without criticizing anyone. Now, any parallels you may have making right now in your mind, you are on your own. What is the point? The point is, King Herod dragged everyone next to him to the mud with him. The news angered him because the Bible confirmed that the child would be born in Bethlehem. So Herod, by dialoguing with the wise men or the Magi, he had one thing in mind: to find this child, this kid, and kill him. But that didn't work out for him. My friends, there's another defining moment coming quickly. The Magi opened their treasures and offered the newborn king gifts of gold. Gold represents a way to honor Jesus' divinity, Jesus' kinship. Frankincense is a way to honor his divinity, and giving Jesus the myrrh is a way to honor his humanity. Now, the Magi realize that now they are in a bigger story, the greatest story ever told, the gift of God, who is Jesus Christ himself, is given to the whole world, to all the people. Defining moments matter for three reasons. The first reason, God uses moments in our life or in your life to reveal himself to you. His purpose and his plan for your life. And also to encourage you to grow in trust in him. The second reason, moments are key for understanding ourselves. Moments are key for understanding ourselves. Meaning, some of your greatest fears or deepest hurts can be traced back to a few moments. You may be held back by a moment that happened a long time ago. If you realize and understand those moments, God can free you, can free us. But first, you must realize these moments in your life. The third reason, we can leverage moments to love others. If you know a person's defining moments, you know that person very well. If you know someone's defining moments, you know that person very well. And so you can create and shape moments to show your love for that person, to help that person overcome his or her hurts and even hang-ups. So my challenge for you this week is twofold. First, make a commitment to be part of this message series, Defining Moments. If you cannot join us at each Mass here, you can also follow online, because the message is pretty much the same throughout the whole series every Sunday. Now, the second part of this challenge for us this week is to identify 3 to 5 defining moments in your life. Name them and pray, asking God to show you what their purpose was. You name them, you pray, asking God what their purpose was. My friends, a new year is a perfect time to remember our time is God's gift, and it is in God's hand. Although we do not always see it, God is at work in our lives at every moment. Although we do not always see it, our God is at work in our lives at every moment. I wish all of you once again a Happy New Year 2021. And the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.